My name is Erika Twani, and I'm the CEO of Learning One-to-One and author of the book Becoming Einstein's Teacher. I believe every student is a genius. In this video, we're going to talk about homeschooling in the pandemic and how children can learn effectively. Just turn on the news and you see how people are labeling 2020 as the lost year of education. But it does not have to be that way. If we shift our attention and focus from location to student, from curriculum to student, from content to the student, learning will happen.
Imagine that you have 100% of your students excited about learning, ready to explore the next topic, and able to find meaning and value in what they're learning, and clearly seeing the link between what they're learning and their lives. Wouldn't that be fantastic? A dream come true? Unfortunately, this is not what's happening in the average classroom. Students are disengaged and distracted more than ever. They think 70,000 plus thoughts per day, and these are most likely not related to anything you taught them 2 minutes ago. While many educators are struggling to get their students to continue to learn in the classroom or at home, thousands of others are now reporting incredible success rates with their students, thanks to a new learning system that turns average learners into outstanding students. The best part is that any teacher can use it today, with students of all ages. As an experienced educator, you probably already discovered that students' engagement is not about technology or a particular textbook or a new curriculum or an after-school program, right? In this video, I'm going to share with you how over the last decade of using this unique learning system, teachers are seeing students' reading and comprehension improve by an average of 40% per year. They're seeing dropout rates close to zero and 100% of their required curriculum covered. Most of all, beyond these metrics, they're seeing students gain the skills to become lifelong learners. This learning system works in small or large classes and in both urban and rural schools. It works whether technology is available or not, and it works with any required curriculum. It works whether you are in a school or homeschooling environment. This new learning system works in all circumstances because it starts with the one thing every student already has. Hi, I'm Erika Twani, CEO of Learning One-to-One. I believe all students can learn efficiently when we tap into this one thing we all have. For the last 10 years, my organization has had the privilege of coaching, guiding, and advising school districts genuinely committed to helping their students to develop their personal, intellectual, and social-emotional skills. In recent decades, there has been significant progress in the quest to find the most effective way to enable learning. For example, we experienced the introduction of personalized learning, competency-based learning, project-based learning, autonomous learning, social-emotional learning, and other models. It's a lot to keep track of. All of these concepts have merit in getting us closer to fulfilling the promise of enabling meaningful results for our students. But they don't give us the full picture. The question is, how do you know if what you are doing works for your students? You will learn about this when I introduce you to the Relational Learning framework. But first, here are the conclusions of our research. Number one, students are unique and learn differently from one another. Instead of the teacher being responsible for customizing students' learning experiences, we found that to enable lifelong learning, students themselves must develop this skill. They must personalize their own learning. Number two, cognitive and social-emotional skills are equally important and deserve the same level of attention. Therefore, we must enable students to practice both throughout the school years. And number three, student choice in how and what they learn helps them develop agency, the capacity to act independently and make choices. And that is crucial to succeed in this ever-changing and unpredictable world. You're about to learn the results of more than 10 years of our research and development of the Relational Learning framework, a new and different way to rapidly enable your students to learn effectively and develop life skills, including social-emotional intelligence, through a single learning process. When educators apply relational learning systematically, their students are better prepared for tests. They remember content more easily because it is associated with areas of their lives. Plus, they now have a way to practice what they learned and the innate drive to improve. If they do not recall certain content, it is easy to go back to their notes and review the org grids or concept maps which summarize what they have learned. As Adrienne, a school principal, said, relational learning is the answer for a high-quality public education because it prepares students for life. The market today prioritizes competencies over content. With relational learning, students learn and practice competencies while studying the required content. As you can see, the relational learning framework is the practical application of personalized learning, project-based learning, competency-based learning, and autonomous learning simplified in just 6 steps. Throughout the 6-step relational learning framework, aligned with how the brain works, students are developing 21st century skills for life.
Look, it has been a tough year for everyone. But we got to make sure that we understand whenever we shift our attention from the resources and the computers and the books and everything around us to the child, and we give them freedom to create, learning will happen. In my organization, Learning One-to-One, we summarized everything that you learned in this video into the 6-step relational learning framework, which you can learn more about in my book, Becoming Einstein's Teacher, and other videos. So make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and see you in the next video.